Welcome to the new series called Tool Tuesday HVAC Edition on the Airsmith channel. I'm doing this series because a lot of you have been commenting on some of the tools that I may have used in certain videos where I briefly describe what they are, and also in my tool bag reviews you may have seen them before and I can only go over them for a few seconds in the video, and some of you guys want more of an explanation of what I use the tools for, or you guys just don't feel like watching the whole video or would rather have a dedicated video just for that specific tools. But please watch those videos. In today's video, I'll be going over the Klein Tools IR07 temp thermometer. Now, before I get into the specifics about this thermometer, here's the reason why I actually got this thermometer over some of the cheaper options, because, let's be honest, you're definitely paying the price for this. Some of the other options, you'll notice that they'll have a magnet. They can have some similar functions where they have the test 1 and test 2 options on it, can do Fahrenheit, Celsius, and etc. So why use this one? Well, the real reason is because all those cheaper ones, I always lose them, specifically in the ductwork. And the reason being is because especially the ones with the magnet, I usually put it up there, get my readings down, and then I move on to the next portion of my diagnostic process or the maintenance, and I just forget about it. I know a lot of you guys are going to ask how many I've actually lost, and I probably shouldn't tell you this, but I've lost at least 13 probes. This might just be a personal issue, but I know quite a few other technicians that have had the same problem too. The reason about this one is because of the price. Obviously, it's typically on average about double of what the other probes are, and it also has more functions. So at least in my brain, I am less likely to forget this one because I am haunted to this day by how much it costs, and I can't sleep at night. But the real reason I can't sleep at night is really just how many probes I keep on losing. I've had this probe for over a year and a half now, and I have not forgotten it once, so I think I'm doing something right with an issue that very few people might have. But let me know down in the comments if you guys have the same issue as well. Obviously, the elephant in the room with this that may be a downside to some, but a plus for me, is that it doesn't have a magnet. Now, it is super convenient to have a magnet where you leave your probes in. You can have more than one and just watch your readings live. But again, you run into that issue where you may leave them behind. So with this one, whenever I'm taking a reading, I actually have to hold it up away from my reading. There is actually a notch here as well where it can help you clip into certain vents and holes depending on the sizing. Now this one is a dual thermometer, and what that dual basically means is that it can work as a temperature probe, which a lot of you guys are used to, but this also functions as a laser pointer, which is pretty cool. And I gotta admit, this laser pointer is pretty cool because my cat loves to follow it everywhere. Anyways, let's get back to the probe itself. One of the cool features is that it actually has a backlit screen display, and that can be really convenient for darker spaces, especially if you work in basements a lot or attics, so definitely great for the residential guys. I've also noticed with a temp probe, it definitely seems a lot faster than some of the cheaper options out there. None of them are necessarily instantaneous, but this one is definitely quite faster than some other competitors out there. What I do find more instantaneous is actually the laser thermometer portion gives you an instant reading right away. Now, a lot of you don't like using a laser thermometer for justifiable reasons, but my opinion when it comes to tools is that all the functions matter. You just got to know how to use them. Let me explain. So there are two key factors that you have to consider when you're going to use the laser portion of this thermometer. One, you have to understand the distance. The distance is going to play a huge factor in which it's going to be more accurate or inaccurate. So the further away you are from the reading that you're getting, it's probably not going to be as accurate. And then you'll notice that once we start walking up while having the same reading, it's going to change. The other factor is the surface that you're pointing at. If you have a glass surface or a reflective surface, that's going to throw off your readings a lot too. So you just have to keep that in mind. You guys might be kind of similar to me where I can't really get a good judgment of size on camera. And this one, I will admit, is a little bit bulky. It's just shy of 6 inches in length and just shy of 2 inches in width. So it's a little bit more on the bulky side, but it seems to be much higher quality than some of the other options that Klein has to offer and what the competitors have to offer as well. The only time I've heard of these really breaking scenarios where people try to use this probe to bend back the ductwork to get in there. So they're basically using it as a screwdriver, which I don't think it says not to do that in the manual, but I definitely highly recommend not doing that. The other thing that I actually like about this thermometer, and some people might disagree, is that it actually has AAA batteries specifically too. And I like that because AAA batteries are literally everywhere and very easy to swap out just by one screw on here. Again, I've had this thermometer for over a year and a half, and I still haven't had to replace the batteries yet. And another great scenario that I believe where you can use the laser thermometer where it's actually really helpful is commercial situations. And I guess just not commercial, but also residential, where there are more ceiling vents that are present in the home or the building that you just don't want to get a ladder out to check every single register. Now again, it's not as accurate as the probe would be, but I would say it's great for scenarios if you just need to get the general idea, is it cooling or heating? And that can give you the giveaway without getting a big ladder out of the van. So in my opinion, this would be a time saver. Just please don't be that technician that uses the laser thermometer to get your temperature drop and temperature rise. It's just no. So when it comes down to the price of this tool, I did purchase this for $50, and I actually ended up buying a second one so I can have one for my heating bag and another one for my cooling bag. So I can keep both bags complete, and or you can have two so that you can have one in the return and one in the supply to get your readings much faster. Now for the price point, do I think it's worth it? For someone like me, and if you're similar to me, again, if you lose your temp probes a lot, I think it would be good because it kind of puts that little voice in your head to make sure that you're not going to forget this. As some other functions, I think that this would be good for anybody. Again, you just have to know how to use the tool and to use the laser pointer in an appropriate time and an appropriate place. Pretty much just like every tool. Just like any tool, this isn't idiot proof, but I definitely think that it's worth it. And of course, the other purpose of this video is to get your guys' opinion and feedback, whether if this probe is worth it or not, and if you would recommend it to a fellow apprentice or technician for that matter. Or if you guys recommend a different probe, let me know what it is and why you recommend it. And if you guys have any other suggestions or tool recommendations that you'd like me to review, please let me know down in the comments. And as usual, I'll see you guys on the next call.